there's a ton of unknowns, and I'm sure you guys are feeling it. You know, we've just recently found out that we're going to this hospital in North Carolina for all these tests, and we've just told you guys about it, and we all have about a million questions.
So you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be.
Good morning. I'm about to explain to Peter what this video is about. He saw it on my list.
We were filming some Q&As and some special videos for this week while we are away. We are at a hospital and doing a lot of testing this week, and so we have some pre-recorded stuff, and we're getting ready to film this, and I said, what's that one that you have written there? It's still me when. Like, and Mary goes, let me just turn on the camera and I'll explain it to you for the video.
Okay, so whenever, say there's bad news or I'm really not feeling well, I say this to my friends and to my family. They'll be like, how are you feeling? And I say, well, I have a ton of side effects from these IVs, but it's still me. Or I've had a huge drop in my lung function and I'm not feeling well and I'm not up to doing a lot, but it's still me. Even though my health has changed, it doesn't change who I am. I'm still me. I still think the same way, laugh at the same things, and yeah, I'm probably gonna have a hard coughing fit after I laugh, but it's still me. And I just, like, when I have to tell you bad news about my health, I mean, you're always beside me, so you know, but when I call my mom and say, clinic didn't, you know, go as we thought it would, my lung function's down, we're talking about what IVs, but it's still me. I'm still okay. I'm still me. And I think probably at the core of it is probably my heart saying, I don't want you to have to feel worried. And it's natural to feel worried about somebody you love. Or like you guys, somebody recently sent me a message and said, I don't know you personally, but I've watched your videos and I feel worried for you, or like when you're not feeling well. And that is so sweet and kind that we get to be a family and friends through the magic of the internet.
Yeah.
You guys are a part of our family, and so what I say to my friends and my family, and I say to you guys on the video, it's still me. When there's bad health news or I'm having a particularly bad day, yeah, I was in bed all day, or I was coughing a lot, or whatever.
Or when there's tears, or
yes,
like when I'm processing hard stuff emotionally.
Yes.
I think, so I'm kind of catching on to what this video is about, is you saying, and this is kind of the underlying, this is the part where I like synthesize the things that you say.
Yes, you're so good at that.
Your identity, your joy, your contentment in life doesn't come from your circumstances.
Yes!
And so when those things, like when circumstances bring about the tears or the hard news or whatever, like that doesn't change what I value as important about who I am and what I want you to value about who I am. Is that right?
I don't know how you do that. See, he takes my jumbled thoughts and then he makes a real statement out of it.
Well, no, I think that's you made a really good statement when you said it's still me when circumstances are changing, or health is changing, or your emotions are changing, it's not changing who you are. And I think we want to communicate that through these vlogs, is that who you are is not dependent upon your health or your emotions or circumstances. You are loved, and if we can let that sink into our hearts and minds, like I think that communities and families can really be grounded when times are hard.
Yeah. And I think we are especially feeling this ache for, I don't want to say normalcy, but reminding ourselves that we are still us. there's a ton of unknowns, and I'm sure you guys are feeling it. You know, we've just recently found out that we're going to this hospital in North Carolina for all these tests, and we've just told you guys about it, and we all have about 1 million questions. But in the midst of it, we're still us. And so life still continues, and there's probably gonna be more tears, and there's a lot of processing, but we're still us. And so we're gonna keep being us and keep processing life and embracing the tears, but also remembering that our joy does not come from our circumstances. We can still have joy and hope in the midst of some huge uncertainties.
And I know that it's often people who are walking through sickness or chronic illness can often feel like a burden.
Yeah.
And I think for, just to say this to Mary and to all of you, who you are is not the circumstances of health or whatever. Who you are is separate from that, and so you're not a burden. Like, you are this bundle of joy and courage and inspiration to so many, and so
we want you guys to keep on going, keep on keeping on. We're gonna do that, and as always, we will see you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Good
Good night. Don't forget to have some courage.